Hi guys, we are making pizza. Pizza is simple and delicious, but it takes time and patience. So I'm gonna stop this video and rewind. You're gonna watch what I did this morning and then we'll catch up. So here's the ingredients we're gonna need. Active dry yeast, sugar, room temperature water, all-purpose flour, extra virgin olive oil, and salt. So first of all, I'm gonna grab this glass and I'm gonna pour the yeast in it and combine it with sugar and with warm water. Sugar and warm water will activate the yeast so that it will do its job. So as you see, I'm putting sugar in it, gently stirring it, and adding warm water. Make sure it's not hot, just warm. It's 100 grams. And I'm not pour it all at once. I pour a little bit and I stir it. And I'm gonna keep adding water a little bit at a time and then let it rest and let it bubble. So we have 100 grams of flour, which is 2 ounces and 3/4. And see, this is our beautiful yeast that it's bubbling, and I'm gonna add it to the flour, making a little hole in the middle, adding the yeast. And I'm gonna start stirring it and work it in together gently. Olive oil. And I stir it a little bit more. And finally, I'm gonna start adding water. Little by little. Don't add it all at once. So you add a little bit and you mix it in. And you keep adding a little bit at a time. Remember, water has to be room temperature, not too cold, not too warm. See, the dough is starting to look like dough. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of salt, which is roughly 18 grams, and mix it some more. And see, it's coming together beautifully. It's sticky, and I keep working it. I like to work it with my hand. Now's the time that I'm gonna cover it with a wet cloth, and I'm gonna let it sit for 15 minutes. Oops, there you go, 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna oil my hands because the dough is very sticky, and I'm gonna gently mix it again and cover it again with our damp cloth. And 15 more minutes. And now I'm going to, since it's gonna rise, it's gonna get big, I'm gonna divide it into 2 bowls. It's always good to put a little bit of olive oil on your hands and at the bottom of the bowl, because as you can see, it's super sticky. Look at that, whoa. All right. All right, so you got it, all right? Here we are. Several hours later. Ooh, look at this beauty here. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of air, you know, it's been just magically rising. So we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. I use my hands because I'm gonna need olive oil on my hands, so I might as well. There you go. I rub it on my hands. Plus, it's so good for your skin. And I'm just gonna put it on the baking sheet and just leave it like this. It's very elastic. So just leave it to rest for 10 minutes. And so for 10 minutes, we're gonna cover it again with the same cloth that we used before. We'll be back. All right, we're gonna make a little bit of tomato sauce. We have a big can. I'm making a lot of pizza today. So for this amount of tomato, which is 29 ounces, I am going to use a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of olive oil, and a little bit of oregano, which I might add some more later on because oregano is just so good. And I'm going to mix it. And this is our sauce that we're going to lay on our pizza. So here we go. We waited 10 minutes. I preheated the oven to 480 Fahrenheit, and I am going to start spreading my, sometimes it's good to keep your hands oily. And I'm going to work my dough. So we're gonna just dig a few holes with a fork, put our sauce on it. Okay, this goes in the oven for just a few minutes, I would say 7 or 8. And then we're gonna add the mozzarella. Here we go. Here we go, it's been 7-8 minutes. It smells so delicious already, I can't believe it. And I'm going to add some mozzarella. Beautiful, my mozzarella, a little bit of olive oil. And of course, I'm gonna add some oregano because I can't live without it. And basil. And this basil comes directly from my backyard. So it's even better than your ordinary basil, if I may say so myself. And back into the oven. And here we go! Oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. The pizza's ready. The mozzarella is beautifully melted, and yeah, we are about to eat it. Enjoy.